Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video's topic of discussion will be personas and self-insert OCs. Do I like them? Do I agree with them? Do I think they are cringy? Do I have personas? Do I care if others have personas? Well, we're gonna find out because I'm gonna talk more about this topic as we get into some of the speed paints I have for this video. With the speed paints, I'm gonna go in order of oldest to newest, the fandoms, and then also briefly talk about my opinions and if I do think that they are cringy or not. So, first of all, do I like and agree with them? And the answer to that question that I'm pretty sure you're all dying to know is yes. I do like and agree with them. I like people's personas. I like seeing them. I like people's opinions on how they would create an OC for a certain universe. And I think that personas and self-inserts OCs are actually great and that there should be more, because just having an OC for a universe is completely different to having something that you feel more connected to when you put yourself into the fandom as this character and like how you perceive yourself, because my definition, or how I would define like persona or self-insert, is a character specifically made for a universe fandom of something that isn't, and you have your own spin on them and what they'd look like in that universe because it's you in that universe for whatever reason, and that's how you would look and how you'd act and all that stuff. It has your good qualities and your bad qualities, isn't your own. But that is okay. So yes, I like personas, I like people's self-inserts, and I love to see them. While we're on the topic of do I like them, I'd also want to introduce the character that you've been watching on the screen for the past minute or two. This is my Has-Been Hotel OC. His name is Vixen, but he prefers to go by Vex. He is cousins to Angel Dust, but that came in later after making him. I didn't decide that till I realized that most of the time, the demon that you are when you go to hell, it also can reflect like your family and relatives and stuff. So I decided that he is related to Angel Dust. He also works for Valentino, but he's also part of the V's. He voluntarily works for Valentino. He is, funnily enough, shipped with Alistar, just because I thought it would make a funny dynamic of this guy that clearly works for the V's, and their relationship starts off with him just trying to get dirt on Alistar for Vox and all that sort of stuff. If you watched Has-Been Hotel, you'd probably understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, this Mercy Vex, he is based on a redback spider because, yes, if you know, you know. And so his main color is black, because if you don't know what a redback spider looks like, there'll probably be one on the screen, but it's an all black spider with a red back. So he's all black, his eyes are red though, he's got bits of red in his hair, but then on his back, which isn't shown in the video, is he would have a red like sliver of something on his back, because that's what a redback spider looks like. I would also recommend watching Has-Been Hotel if you haven't already. It's a great series and you should 100% make it an amazingly cringy OC for the fandom. The fandom needs it. I am now going to talk about, do I care if others have personas or self-insert OCs? And do I care if people make OCs for certain fandoms? I do not care. You can make an OC for a fandom that I do not care about at all, and I would not care. You could also make an OC, a persona for a fandom that I care about a lot, and my opinion wouldn't change, because free will exists, and I love to see other people's OCs and personas and self-inserts and whatever the frick you want to do. Especially for my new obsession, which is also my persona for Genshin Impact, is I'd love to see more Genshin Impact OCs, personas, self-inserts, all that stuff, because it's a fun game. I've been playing it a lot recently. The speed paint that you're watching right now is my Genshin Impact OC but this is more of a official artwork sort of style. So he has a tiger, and most of the time in the Genshin world, they have a small pet, not a huge one. But I took some inspiration from Mavika, who has a motorbike, and decided that what if he rides his tiger? So he's got a huge tiger, which is also kind of like a pet, but he can also ride it around. Anyway, that's more Genshin stuff for later. But if you make a persona or a self-insert or just nothing in general, please show me somehow, because I would love to see them. How they need to know each other, like genuinely. I need to engulf their designs. Anyway, so no, I do not care if you have a persona, a self-insert for whatever fandom or franchise, whatever it is. I do not care. I actually, maybe I do care, because I want to see them. I care that much. I care enough that I want to see them in the world of Genshin Impact, and maybe that will happen. So if you have a Genshin OC persona self-insert, yes, please show me, like now. Final part of this video is me talking and yapping while the speed paint plays, like the rest of the others. But do I think that personas and self-insert OCs are cringe? The big question that has been building this entire time, that I'm sure you've been sitting on the edge of your seats waiting for.
They are so cringe, and all of them should burn.
Actually agree with that statement. I think personas and self-insert OCs are very cringy. I'm cringy. They're all cringy. You can try to be in the most tame fandom ever and have be sneaky self-insert OC persona. No, it doesn't matter. You are cringy. Personas are cringy. And I love that they are cringy. I live for the fact that they are cringy. If your persona isn't cringy, it's not an actual persona. That is just an OC in a world that I don't care about. Because they need to be cringy. I love their flaws. I love their designs. I love to see their designs. I love how cringy that they can be, because the fandom is already cringy. If you're in the fandom, that is you're far enough gone. Okay? You've made the OC, you've drawn it out, you've commissioned it, you've gone on pit crew and made it, or whatever it is. You're in that fandom, you've made that persona. You are cringy, and that is okay. I love that they're cringy. I'm glad that they're cringy. It also adds a sense of uniqueness to them, with the fact that they are cringy. I've said cringy too many times. I need a cringy word count. So yes, they are cringy, and they need to stay cringy. They're amazingly cringy. Gotta add all this to the cringy word count. But back to the speed paint. This is my OC Baihu. Again, he is a part of the Syro, whatever, however you pronounce it, Vision, and he uses a bow and arrow, which is an uncommon weapon I think that I've seen. But that's okay, he's a cutie patootie anyway. Yeah, which is a limited weapon that I've seen, and I think actually needs to see more in Genshin Impact. This is not getting into my critiques, but if you want to make a self-insert OC for any fandom, you should go ahead. And even if I said they're bad, or they're terrible, or you should never do it, if you feel like that's what you want to do, you should do it anyway, because why should I be the one to stop you just because of my opinion? My opinion doesn't matter if that's what you think. You know what? Feel free to disagree with me in the comments. If you don't find them cringy, if you find them very lovable, yes, or if you do find them cringy, I want to hear all of your opinions on them. For the last little bit of this video, I am going to read a list of fandoms I'm in, just so you're all aware. I might not post a lot about them on my YouTube channel, but you can check out my Instagram, which is @blueberryshark on Instagram. Also, check out my Twitch, because I stream on there, where you get to see my other persona / self-insert. But back to what I was saying. So on the list of fandoms, I have, of course, we have to put at the top, since he was the first one for the speed paint, Has Been Hotel. And then next, obviously Genshin Impact. I'm also gonna list some OCs that aren't in the video, but for fandoms that aren't in the video. But my next one is My Hero Academia, which I know is one of the cringiest fandoms you can be in. I am well aware of that, and I do not care. My opinion doesn't change. They are cringy. They're all cringy. Who cares? Next is Haikyuu, which is another anime. I love Haikyuu. And I want to see more people in the Haikyuu fandom because it's amazing. I love it. Probably one of the least cringy fandoms, I'd say. Also probably one of the most dead, but that's okay. Another fandom I'm in is Voltron Legendary Defenders. If you know that show in general, you are my new best friend. Thank you for actually knowing what that show is. The next is Avatar. Not Avatar The Last Airbender, even though I am a part of that one too, but just Avatar with the Na'vis and all that stuff. I have a deep-rooted connection to them. Jesus, it's not healthy. Anyway, and my last one I'm gonna put here is Sonic. Yes, another deeply rooted one into my brain. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I have an OC for that. If that's cringy, well good, that's what this whole video is about. Just to reiterate and state again that if you enjoy my videos, you can always like and subscribe or just leave a comment. Or if you want to do something more or you don't want to do one of those, you can go follow my Twitch account and my Instagram account, which I will be listing at the very end of the video so you all can see them, and I'll also put them in the description of this video with their links so that way you can go visit them. So in summary, I do like personas and self-inserts. I agree with them. My opinions on them are, yes, they're cringe, but that's okay. Do whatever makes you happy. Do I care if others have personas and self-inserts? No, I do not. Go crazy with it. Do I find it cringe? Of course I do. I have stated that. And my personas were as viewed in this video. In the fandoms I'm in, the list was there. And thank you for watching, and watching all the way to the end of my video if you're still here. And don't forget to go into the description and find my other things linked, so that way you can have more access to what content I make elsewhere. Thank you. Bye.